Hey, Brian Slasher Suits, what's going on, dudes? Okay, this is my part 2 of the kill count and everything, because I noticed I messed up a little bit, whatever, and I didn't talk about all the stuff I wanted to, so total kill count was 8, 7 people, 1 Pennywise, but it's also a little subjective, like, do you count, like, the bodies that floated out of the tunnel and everything, huh? And there's other stuff I want to talk about too, like, hey, is Ritchie gay? Huh? I didn't even sort of notice that the first time around, dude. I saw it the second time and I started to notice more stuff. So that's why I'm making another video. So subscribe here if you need more it kill count sort of stuff. Check out them other videos. Got all new horror movie stuff. And alright, let's get to it.
Hello.
Oh, that was so sad. The little girl, she just wanted her birthmark off. And it makes more sense, like, if you notice at the very beginning, she runs into those gay guys at the carnival and everything. And then they get killed by Pennywise. So everybody who, like, ever becomes a victim and everything run into each other pretty much. So after that, you're sort of, like, marked. Yeah, and in the book too, it's like they put an emphasis on how much this town hates gay people and everything. Sort of like they figure like, well, you get, like a country, like a red state anyway, hates gay people, but they really hate gay people.
You remember something we don't you, Mike?
Something happens to you when you leave this town. The farther away, the hazier it all gets. But me, I never left.
Yeah, so it's a point in the movie and in the books and everything that they forget once they get away from it and everything. Once they get away from Derry, it's all like a blackout drunk, right? Like, those nights like you drank a lot and you might have done something stupid, but then, like, if you recall it really hard enough or you go back to where you see it, it sort of comes back to you, right? I love the look of Billy right there. He sort of just sees Georgie getting teased at him. He's just like, man, you're a piece of shit. Fuck you, Pennywise. Man, I hear people say James McAvoy didn't do great, man, but this Billy character, man, he had to confront all those issues of, like, guilt and regret about having George die and everything. And then Billy ran into the skateboard kid who lives in that house now, who hears voices in his drain, and he felt like a personal responsibility to save him, unlike he did not save George. And he failed with that, but he still had to confront all those feelings about moving on, dude. And that's even more important as you grow older, too.
So yeah, I remember all of it.
Pennywise.
Yeah, so Richie's gay, yeah. Oh man, that was so creepy. I know your secret. I know your secret. That was cool, man. So I guess he was gay, and gay for Eddie, because he was like, he really took Eddie's death pretty hard and everything. You see, the second time I was looking for like more little gay clues and everything. I was like, oh, okay, Richie and Eddie took the same car together. But I thought they couldn't remember everything outside of Derry. But I don't know, maybe they hooked up before and that's just how they hooked up. But Eddie did have a wife who did look like his mother and everything. But maybe it's like Brokeback Mountain, man. Those two fools are on the down low or something. Yeah, and then the crew insinuate like, oh, well, Richie never got married. Like, hey, what the fuck does that mean, man? I never got married. What does that mean? Who cares, dude? You can't be a bachelor? Well, and then he carved after the movie, like by the credits and everything, he carved his name into the R&E thing. But I thought that was just like, oh, Las Fotos Locos, pour some out for Eddie. But oh yeah, R plus E equals 2 gay guys then. All right, guess be loud and proud, brother. Nothing wrong with that.
Hello?
Gay!
Oh, and I saw someone point this out online. Look at Ritchie's shirt, dude. That's a big clue. You know how they gave like little movie tiny clues in this movie? That's the same shirt that Jesse wore in Nightmare on Elm Street 2, the famously sort of closeted gay person movie, dude. So there you go. I guess that was like the filmmaker or costume design's decision to be like, hey, this guy's closeted. How Jesse was closeted, huh? Makes sense.
Hello.
Oh, so you know about all the missing kids in part one? Well, that gets brought up in this one because right after Pennywise got defeated by the kids, they all washed up through the drain and everything. And guess who they found in there? Henry Bowers. He was still alive in there, so it's sort of like Freddy Krueger, man. Like, he sort of kept Henry Bowers alive and everything just to have a scapegoat for. Yeah, so I wonder how his court case went, because he has to have an alibi for some of those, dude. He was always kicking it with those bullies. But in a deleted scene, he also killed those bullies. So you killed all your alibis, dude. That doesn't help your case. So be like, dude, I just killed my dad, dude. I didn't kill those 10s or 20 kids and everything you think I did. Oh man, Stanley's head becomes the Thane head, Spider Thane from the Thane. And you know, like, it was like 80s horror movies and stuff, so that was very cool, man. I popped big time for that. And it's sort of like in the book, they had like the Wolfman and Swamp Thing, like things kids and shit were afraid of, like in the 60s. But the thing came out in the 80s, man. It was so cool. Now I want to see that movie. And plus, I didn't notice it till the second time watching that Ritchie even says the same exact line as that dude. Like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. It was so spot on. Movie tie-in. I loved it.
You gotta be fucking kidding.
Oh, and here's my theory. It tells Mike to bring them back, basically. Tells them by saying, come home. So why does he actively want the losers to come home? I think he's almost like over it. He wants to sort of get caught. Because he was doing risky stuff anyway. Like, he just killed that little girl underneath the bleachers, like in plain sight and everything. And he sort of like aids those people about giving them their tokens to do the ritual that won't work to kill him. So I think he sort of had a death wish. He might have just been over it. And his last words were like, my, have you grown? Like, he's sort of like proud of them for killing him, if that makes any sense.
Remember?
Cleaner.
Well, you feel free to look around while I get the water boiling.
Your hair is winter fire. January embers. My heart burns there too.
See, so Beverly went to her old place where she thought her dad was still there, but he's dead and whatever. The old lady let her in. But it was all Pennywise illusion and everything. So he puts like the token there. Same thing with the boat for Billy and everything. It's like he wants them to be able to figure out the ritual to go there to try to defeat him.
For good.
I've seen all of us die. It consumes us from the inside until we don't have a choice anymore. You lie.
Yeah, so Beverly lets everybody know that she was like seeing everybody's death, like she could see into the future. That's what like it does. Like Pennywise could probably see into the future because of his alien being and all that. So he probably knows when he's going to face the music and everything. And I think he's almost like anticipating his death. Because if he knows the future, he could just stop it. Kill fucking Mike and that's it. You're done. You know? I don't think he's trying to really survive all that much. Alright, I hope you stick around for more It stuff, like a Kill Count Part 3 coming soon. I might do even like a commentary track on it live. So I hope you sub and stick around for all that. And thanks for watching. Subscribe for more. Watch more Kill Counts. And I will see you dudes later. Later, dudes.
Okay?